Bam 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 ba bam bam chicka bam bam ba ba bam. Today we're going to be talking about 4 secret, hidden, little known treasures of intermittent fasting. These are going to be 4 things that I had not heard anyone talk about prior to getting into intermittent fasting. These are things that I discovered on my own. These are things that I'm putting out here now for the first time. And I just put out a YouTube video on this. It's going to be the first YouTube video containing all 4 of these things that I don't see anyone else talking about. All right. So when it comes to intermittent fasting, when it comes to burning fat, when it comes to growing muscle, there are clues. Successful people have left clues. There are clues that you can follow. You can follow these steps to build muscle and burn fat. And if you do these things, they're really simple. You don't need to be scared about these things. I could teach these things to a 4-year-old and they would understand, all right? So if you want to learn how to build muscle, if you want to learn how to burn fat, stick around. This live is for you, all right? You may even want to take out a notebook and take notes on this one because this is going to be some good stuff. You might want to watch it over a few times as well to really let it sink in. Because odds are, even if you hear this information, it's going to go in one ear, out the other, and you're going to continue living how you're living. But if you want to burn fat, you want to build muscle, you want to look good, you want to feel good, this information is for you, all right? So check it out. Where to begin? A lot of people out there are struggling to gain muscle. I myself was one of those people. I could not gain muscle for the longest time. I tried and I tried and I tried. I tried with the 100 squats a day thing. I tried during triathlon era. I just couldn't seem to put on muscle. And a lot of people blamed the diet. A lot of people blame the diet. They said, Ted, all that fruit you're eating, it's not going to allow you to grow muscle. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, no, you can build muscle on fruit, watch. And I would go and I'd try and build muscle and I couldn't do it. It wasn't working. It just wasn't working. And then I was like, also at the same time, I was like, oh, maybe I need to do a bulk. Maybe I'll bulk. Maybe I'll gain a bunch of weight, eat more avocados, eat more dates, bananas, gain weight, put on the muscle, and then I'll cut, and then I'll be muscular. No, it's just embarrassing. I just got fat, man. You can see my whole experiment on YouTube. I just got fat, really fat. I had a big gut on me eating. If you overeat on avocados intentionally, you're turning out to look like Nikocado Avocado, one of the fattest guys on YouTube. All right. So if you overeat on fruit, you can definitely get fat. So I wasn't able to build muscle, and I wasn't able to put on lean size. I just got fat. But once I started to utilize these tactics of intermittent fasting that I'm going to talk to you about here, the fat just came off and the muscle just built. It's freaky. It's almost like I started to take hormones. Because my body, your body, being the pharmacies that they are, they can produce these hormones. They can produce these chemicals. They can produce the right environment. Or if you give it the right environment, they can produce the right chemicals to grow the muscle and to burn the fat, all right? So the first key benefit that no one had ever talked to me about before when it came to intermittent fasting was the benefit of superior digestion. Now, digestion is already really damn good on a fruit diet, right? You eat just watermelon, you eat just bananas, you eat just fresh figs, like your digestion's going to be good anyway. But if you do intermittent fasting, it's even better, man. Because it's like fruit's the cleanest fuel, but it's fuel nonetheless. Your body still has to break it down and deal with it and recover from it, okay? And if you're putting fuel in your body all the freaking time, when does your digestion have a chance to repair, regenerate, and renew itself? It can't, right? So if you're trying to overcome some issues, trying to overcome some health issues, trying to overcome digestive distress, you want to give your digestive system a break. But if you do it for too long, like you do too long of a water fast, then you just weaken your digestion, and then you get weak and skinny, and then you come back to eating food because you're not practicing eating, and then you just go back to where you started from. But with intermittent fasting, you give your body the break, 20 hours of rested digestion every day, and then 4 hours of eating. Right? So it's like taking your car for a tune-up for those 20 hours, and then the rest of the time you're driving it for 4 hours. How much better would your car function if you took it for a daily tune-up, right? Just make sure everything's tickety-boo. That's what you can be with your body. So digestion is just far superior whilst intermittent fasting. You can get away with eating shittier foods as well. Not that I recommend that, but you can definitely get away with eating shittier foods whilst intermittent fasting. I still focus on the fruit. I still recommend the fruit. I still recommend getting in all your calories from high carbohydrate diet. But if you want to load up on some other foods, your body can burn it off so much easier, right? So keep that in mind. Now, the second benefit is another one a lot of people don't talk about, and it has to do with your teeth, all right? So if you have teeth issues, if you have cavities, if you have to get a root canal, or if you have to get a tooth replacement or an implant or something, or you don't want cavities, intermittent fasting is for you, okay? Because cavities develop. Cavities only develop on your teeth when there's food on your teeth. All right, when I realized this, I was talking to multiple dentists and I talked to my friend Joe about this, and he told me, and just boom, a light bulb moment for me. I was like, wow, teeth cannot develop a cavity if they're clean. Like if you brush your teeth and you floss your teeth, after that, how can a cavity possibly develop? Your teeth are clean. They don't. Cavities don't develop if your teeth are clean. Cavities only develop, you only get holes in your teeth when there's food left on them. So if you keep them tickety-boo clean, you're not going to develop any cavities. And the cool thing about intermittent fasting is that your teeth are clean, solid, beautifully clean for 20 hours a day. And even within your 4-hour eating window, you can brush once right in the middle at the 2-hour mark. So I like to eat a big meal around noon, and then maybe an hour or two later brush my teeth, and then go and do a bunch of errands, come back around 3 o'clock, have my second meal, load up, and then finish by 4 p.m., brush my teeth again. My teeth are really, really clean now. Haven't got any cavities since starting intermittent fasting. But if you're grazing all the time, if you're eating foods from 7 a.m. to 8 or 9 p.m. like I used to do, just fruit all day long, fruit, you constantly got sugar in your teeth, man. You're going to be developing some cavities. Right? And I only brush once a day, like half-assed little 30-second brush. So if you want to keep your teeth clean, you never want to get another cavity again, intermittent fasting is where it's at, all right? The third tip has to do with having a flat stomach. Girls out there, even guys out there, if you want a flat stomach every single day, all day, intermittent fasting is the way to go. Because if you're eating fruit all the time, you're going to be building up a little belly. Especially high volume fruit, you're going to have a little belly. You're going to go to bed with a belly, you're going to wake up with a belly. I used to think you'd go to bed like Buddha and wake up like Gandhi. But I stopped waking up like Gandhi. I just went to bed like Buddha and woke up like Buddha. I had a belly the whole time, a little Buddha belly. And I don't want a Buddha belly. You know, I work hard in the gym. I want to make sure the abs show. And they weren't showing with the freaking Buddha belly. So what I found out was once I started intermittent fasting, I had a flat stomach, like all the time, without having to suck it in, without having to flex. Okay? Couple reasons for that. Number one is when you do intermittent fasting, you start eating denser calories, so it doesn't bloat you out as much. And the second reason is it just intermittent fasting, like we'll get into in a sec, it starts burning way more fat. With intermittent fasting, you're burning way more fat. Your body breaks down that belly fat. You can actually use it as fuel. So you start to look leaner, your muscles show more. It's really, really cool. And that's what we're going to get into here after this last benefit right here, which the last benefit is mental clarity, okay? Mental clarity. Nobody was talking about mental clarity when I was getting attracted to intermittent fasting. Nobody said, hey Ted, every time you eat, you got to make a decision. Should you eat or should you not eat? And when you're thinking about should you eat or should you not eat, a decision, you get decision-making fatigue. It's a thing, decision-making fatigue. The more decisions you make, the more fatigued you become. Which is why things like scrolling and things like Tinder are a bad idea, because you're constantly deciding yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, swipe, 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 scroll, scroll, scroll. Bad idea. You're making all these decisions. You're running yourself out. No wonder you can't be productive. No wonder you can't do shit. But with intermittent fasting, you don't make the decision to eat or not. 12 o'clock comes, you eat. 4 o'clock comes, you stop eating. Decision's done. Before 12, you're just working. You're focused. You're productive. You're doing stuff. You're not thinking about food. You're working. After 4 p.m., you're not thinking about food. You're working. You're getting stuff done. You're creating content. Your body's doing its thing. You got enough calories and you're good to go. Wait till the next day at noon. Super easy to do. Now, that's the mental clarity aspect, all right? So we covered digestion, we covered teeth, we covered the flat stomach, and we covered mental clarity. There's the four of the secret benefits that not many people are talking about when it comes to intermittent fasting. 4 of these benefits you do not get if you're grazing all day, all right? So the main reason I got into intermittent fasting was because of the fat burning effects, the HGH effects, the human growth hormone effects, the muscle building effects of intermittent fasting. Now, like I said, I tried for the longest time to gain muscle. I tried for the longest time to be burning fat. Nothing was working, man. Nothing was working. Now, once I started doing intermittent fasting, it started to work. How? Here's the science. Check it out. This may sound like some techno babble you might not quite understand, but bear with me. You have insulin in your body, okay? Everyone has insulin in their body. If I were to cut you in half, open you up, I'd look inside, I'd be like, there's the insulin. Scientists can spot it. I couldn't spot it. But I'd be like, yo, bro, where's the insulin? He could find it. She could find it. We all got insulin in us. That's a fact. The other fact is that when you eat food, insulin goes up. Can't deny that. Can't deny that. When you eat food, insulin goes up. Guess what happens when insulin is up? Guess what happens? Guess what happens to human growth hormone? It don't get released, bruh. When insulin is up, human growth hormones, dead. When insulin is down at baseline, guess what happens to human growth hormone? Boom! Takes off like a rocket. What happens when you got human growth hormone in your system? You start burning fat, you start building muscle. It is the key to youth. It's the fountain of youth, man. Human growth hormone. People take this shit synthetically. You don't need to take it synthetically unless you want a major boost on top of intermittent fasting. But if you want to release human growth hormone naturally, you want the fountain of youth naturally, you want to build muscle, you want to burn fat, intermittent fasting is where it's at. All right? So this is how it works. You eat at 12 noon, insulin goes up, whoop-de-doo. You stop eating at 4 p.m., cool, insulin starts to go back down. 6 hours later, let's say you stop eating at 4 p.m. 6 hours later, 10 p.m., insulin is completely at base level, human growth hormone starts to get released. So you're going to bed, it's 10 p.m., human growth hormone gets released. Every hour that goes by, more human growth hormone gets released. It's not just like a steady trickle, it's more and more and more, it's just stacking on each other. Around the 18 to 20 hour mark, you've maxed out your human growth hormone production cycle. Around the 18 to 20 hour mark, your body is flooded with human growth hormone. That's when you're at your peak. That's when it's time to eat again, because you're not going to be releasing any more after that. So you might as well eat at the 18 to 20 hour mark, which is why I like to do a 4-hour fast, max it out. Dude, that means for the past, 20 hours minus, the 6 hours it takes to come back down. That means for the past, can't do the math that well, 14 hours, your body's been releasing and growing and getting stronger and burning fat. If you want to build muscle and burn fat at the same time, HGH is where it's at. And that only happens when insulin is at baseline. How do you get insulin at baseline? Don't eat, motherfucker. Don't eat. Why are you eating all the time? Why you gotta eat at 7 a.m.? Why you gotta keep eating till 9 p.m.? Because you're addicted to food? Or because you don't know about the benefits of intermittent fasting? It's probably the latter. I don't think you're addicted to food. I just don't think you're a believer in the benefits of intermittent fasting. I don't think you're a believer in your ability to heal, regenerate, and grow. I don't think you're a believer like I am. But you could be, and you will be, if you act on it. All right? To know and not do is to not know. To know something, but not do it, is to not know. You tell people about benefits of being vegan, they're like, I know, but I could never do it. Well, you don't know then, do you? Tell people what the benefits of raw food. I know, but I could never do it. Matt, you don't know then, do you? Tell people what the benefits of human growth hormone release and intermittent fasting. They're like, I know, that sounds good, but I could never do it. Well, then you don't know, so don't say you know. If you knew, you'd be doing it. This is for all the things in my life. When it came to building muscle, it's I thought I knew, but I wasn't getting results, so I didn't know, did I? When it came to making money, I thought I knew, but I didn't make money, so I didn't know, did I? It's only when you start getting results that you truly know. It's only when you're able to turn around and help other people get results that you know. So how do you get this stuff in you? You study it on the daily, man. You put it into practice. All right? Start eating at 12 noon, stop eating at 4 p.m. It's really that simple. At the same time, if you really want to expedite the process, if you really want to speed things up, couple things you can do. Number one, hang out with people who are doing it as well. If you can't hang out with them in person, hang out with them online. Follow them, subscribe to them, email them, get in contact with them, hang out with them online, virtually, like you're doing right now. It's called social contagion. The people you hang around are the people you become. It's a thing, social contagion. You hang around a bunch of fatties, you gonna be fat. You hanging around a bunch of druggies, you gonna start doing drugs. You hang around a bunch of sad people, bro, you're going to become sad, dog. I don't think you want that. You start hanging around high vibe, high achievers, you're going to become a high vibe, high achiever. It's all about who you hang around, man. We're like penguins. We move in packs. We like to do what everyone else is doing. And online with the internet now, you can choose. It's like a menu, man. It's like a menu, and it's a buffet, all you can eat. Who you want to hang out with. Pick the best. Pick your dream team. Go all in. Do what they do, say what they say, think how they think, act how they act, dress how they dress, work out how they work out, eat how they eat, sleep how they sleep. You start thinking, you start doing the same things that the people getting the results you want are doing, you're going to start getting the same results. I guarantee it. That's how it works, man. It's social contagion. And I see a bunch of you people, you're watching, not you people, I'm sorry. I see a bunch of people out there, maybe not you guys are watching me, but I see a bunch of people out there. I see my old self. I look back at my old history on YouTube. What the fuck was I watching? Why would I watch that? Why would I watch that? Why would I watch that? Wasting my time. And then I start complaining about, I don't have any time. Bro, you just wasted 45 fucking minutes on some bullshit. Like, why would you watch that? There's no point. Watch stuff that you want to learn about. Watch stuff that's going to level you up. Watch stuff that's going to give you some little tricks and secrets. You know? Like, learn shit that other people don't know, man. And then apply it. And if it works, turn around and teach other people. Say, hey, here's some more information, here's some more information, here's some more information. Keep feeding it back. Keep putting it back into circulation. All right, so that's the first tip. Social contagion. Consume content from people who are getting the results you want. That's just the first tip, okay? But the second tip, to expedite the process. I'm really proud of myself for remembering that I had a second tip to give you. Because sometimes I say, oh, I got 2 tips, and then I go into one and I forget the other one. But the second tip is to work out 3 times a week. That's it! 3 times a week. Why 3 times a week? Why not 7 times a week? Because you're not on steroids, dude. You're not taking the juice. You're doing this naturally. You're doing this full natty bra. You gotta recover, you gotta rest. Okay, 3 times is not enough for you. 4 times max. 4 workouts and you're done. That's it. Don't do any more. You gotta recover. If you want to get bigger. They interviewed, I remember watching the interview of the guy with the biggest biceps in the world. He's Guinness Book of World Records for the biggest biceps. They asked him, hey, what's your secret? What would you recommend people do? Like, what's your number one secret that a lot of people just aren't applying? I was shocked when I heard what he said. You know what he said? You know what he said? He said, you gotta rest more. He said, you gotta rest more. I was like, why are you gonna rest more, bro? I gotta pump more. What do you mean? What do you mean I gotta rest more? And he went to explain. He's like, the workout doesn't make you bigger. The workout contributes to you making bigger, but the workout should only take 20 minutes, half hour. The next 48 hours are where the muscle grows. And guess what happens, man? You get some intermittent fasting in there, you can start releasing human growth hormone into the bicep, that sucker's gonna grow like no tomorrow. You start injecting some human growth hormone, or releasing some human growth hormone into your body, dude, your abs are gonna start showing, your fat's gonna start burning off, your shoulders are gonna start growing, your legs are gonna start growing. But you gotta rest and recover. That's why I recommend 3 times a week, maximum 4 times a week. All right? You gotta rest and recover. That means not a ton of cardio between your strength training. That means not a ton of hiking between your strength training. It means resting. Like having off days. Like you can go for some walks. Sure. Go for some audiobook walks. I recommend that. Get your head in the right place. Get your vision set on what you want to accomplish in life. Sure. With the audiobook walks. But don't be doing anything strenuous on those off days. Like legitimately rest. And then when you come back hard, you come back fresh, you come back ready to go, full of vigor. All right? So those are the top 2 tips for putting everything we talked about into place. I hope this was helpful. It's one of the funnest videos I've ever made. I'm passionate about this stuff. I absolutely love it. If you would love to come to a full-on web class with me, you can actually click. Damn, I didn't set it up yet. You might forget, but in 5 minutes' time, when I'm done this live chat, go to my link in bio and click on the link in the bio, and you can sign up for a free 1-hour web class with me where we deep dive into how to rock the best looking body and healthiest feeling body of your life. All right, so if you want the best looking, healthiest feeling body of your life, I'm going to be going into deep detail on how you can do it. Link is going to be in my bio about 5 minutes after I finish this live chat. If you're watching the replay of this live chat, then it's all ready to go for you. All right. So hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to post them down below right now. I'll get on those. I'll be watching, listening, reading, looking for any questions you have about intermittent fasting, about fat burning, about muscle growth, about diet, about lifestyle, whatever you want, ask away, and I'll be happy to answer. If you don't have any questions, all good, no problem. You're probably keen to get going on this. You're probably going to wake up tomorrow and you're probably not going to eat until noon, which is awesome because that's how your body's going to start burning fat and start building muscle at the same time, all right? Which people say, you can't burn muscle so you can't burn fat and put on muscle at the same time. Dude, come on. You can't. Look at all the people doing it, all right? Look at all the people doing it. All right, so if you don't have any questions, I'm just going to get back to work here, man. Get back to planning out the best life ever. It's all on paper, man. You put your brain, put your thoughts on paper, man. Get them out of your head. So many people have all these wonderful thoughts in their head. You have so many amazing ideas in your head. You have so many big ideas every day, and you don't write them down. You just let them go. You're like, whoa, that's a cool. Whoa, that was a great. Wow, that's so cool. And you just like you think, oh, that's so cool, and then you just forget about it. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna remember that, and you don't. Like, oh my god, this is life changing. I can't wait to apply this. Next morning, you wake up, you've never even had the thought. It's just gone. All right, you got to write these things down. Get them out on paper. Or at least tell them, make a YouTube video about it, make an Instagram video about it, let people know. Allie's saying she started at 7 p.m. fasting last night. Cool. Sounds like it's about time to eat now. Sounds like it's been about 24 hours for you. I heard for women they should fast 16 to 18 hours. Yeah, that's perfect. Andrea, that's perfect. Do you think you can cure PTSD with raw food? I think raw food is a spoke of the wheel, man. Diet is a spoke of the wheel. And so while you may be able to expedite the process with raw foods, there are other things that are going to be at play, right? You can't be eating raw foods and thinking that's going to cure it, while at the same time you're watching the news and it's just putting shit in your mind. You can't be eating raw foods and then gossiping with people for a few hours and thinking, oh, I'm going to be so happy. Gossip's going to fuck you up. So the raw food can only take you so far. The raw food is like, it just lets your body be the best it can possibly be. But it lets your body, you still have to go do the stuff that's going to help it, perform its best. What I really recommend for PTSD though is float tanking. Getting in a float tank and just resting, relaxing. It's like meditation on steroids, man. The benefits of meditation are like profound for sure, but if you want to get benefits of meditation on steroids, float tank. That helps with PTSD big time, even if you're not eating raw foods. Can you drink lemon water during the fasting period? No, just plain water. During the fasting period of intermittent fasting, no calories, no sugar, nada. You can get away with coffee, but I don't recommend coffee because what goes up must come down. All right? What goes up must come down. And it comes down deeper than it went up. So here's your baseline, okay? Here's your baseline mood. Damn, I'm out of freaking ink. What do we got? This is your baseline mood. Okay? That's baseline. That's content. This, laughing at the troll in the feed here. The chef. When you drink coffee, by the way, this is baseline mood. This is the level of contentment, okay? Content. Drink coffee. Oh my God, you go up, you feel so good. Fuck yeah, life is good. Woo, everything's amazing. This is caffeine. Oh my God, you feel like an all-star. Yeah, baby. Woo, coffee's awesome. Okay, guess what happens? Oh. I'm just tired because it's the end of the day. I'm just tired because it's the end of the day. I had a hard day. Oh shit. Oh, I stubbed my toe. Of course I'm upset. The traffic sucks. Of course I'm upset. Glenda didn't text me back. Of course I'm upset. The troll commented on my thing. Of course I'm upset. Bro, you're well below fucking baseline here. Are you aware of that right now? You're well below. This is like the shit. This is the shit zone. This is the shit zone, dude. The shit show. Guess what happens too? Do you think you bounce back up like that? No. You can't bounce back up like that. You gotta take your time, man. Guess what happens? Oh, you're still in the shit zone. 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 Finally, you made it back to baseline, bro. So look at this. Let's say you spent 4 hours coming up. Okay? You spent 4 hours coming up. You spent another 4 hours coming down. You spent another 4 hours in the shitter. You spent another 4 hours trying to come back. Okay? And this whole time you're just like, God damn. Then when you finally make it to baseline content level again, it doesn't feel as content as that high once felt. Because now you have this reference point of feeling that good. So this just doesn't feel as good. Okay? That's all from 1 cup of coffee. Is it worth it? Fuck no! Hell no. Alright? People asking, is sparkling water or herbal tea okay on intermittent fasting? Sparkling water, absolutely. Herbal tea, absolutely. There's no calories in that. Fruit infused water, no. No. Unless it's maybe cucumber water. That's about it. Dude, a float tank is terrifying for a lot of people with PTSD. You can leave the lights on. You don't need to do it in the dark. So I said float tank, not isolation tank. Because isolation tank is when you close the lights, you close the door, close the sound. Float tank is when you leave the lights open if you want, have some nice music playing, but you're just laying there floating. Close your eyes if you want. But yeah, so this is the effects of caffeine. Now, is that worth it, man? You're up for 4 hours. Life's great. I agree. Probably one of the best 4 hours of your week. Then you're down to content. Then you're down in the shitter. And then you're recovering. So this is what coffee really should be associated with. The whole downward spiral aspect. But people just associate this part because pleasure feels so good, right? People just associate coffee with that. But this is all the effects of it. So I don't recommend caffeine for that purpose. There are times and places for it, of course. Like if you're driving and you're feeling really tired and you got to make it another 5 hours, but you're going to fall asleep at the wheel, don't do it. Either stop and pull over. If you can't stop and pull over, sure, have some tea, have some coffee. All right? The other time and place for coffee and tea is if you're, I don't know, you're at a family function or something and you have a sip of a tea of your mom's or a sip of coffee of your dad's just to connect, just, oh let me taste or whatever. Oh, you want to taste? Oh, sure, I'll have some. Not to be rude, just have a little sip or whatever. That's about it, just a sip. You're not drinking anything major. So that would be fine. That's not going to shoot you up and down. But that's it, guys and girls. I hope you got something. Like I said, if you want way more information, you want to go into a deep dive on how to rock the hottest looking body and healthiest feeling body of your life, click the link in my description, link in my bio, in the next 5 minutes or so. And the link will be up there. We're going to have a full-on web class on this stuff, teaching you how to completely clear skin, how to build more muscle, and how to burn more fat, all at the same time, okay? Without discipline. You don't need to, this does not require discipline. That's like saying, oh, you need to be disciplined to go hang out with that girl you like. No, you don't, man. You like that girl. You go hang out with her. Why do you need discipline to go hang out with that girl? It's like saying, like, oh, you must need a lot of discipline to eat that food you like. I don't need discipline to eat food I like. What are you talking about, bro? I fucking love this food. I'll eat it. People say, oh, Ted, you're so disciplined. You work out all the time. I love working out. Like, I'll go crazy if I can't work out, brah. Like, working out to me is like everything. God forbid I lose a limb or something and I can't get that pump in that limb. Like, oof, that would suck. Knock on wood. Focus, hold division. Big, strong, good, solid, clean. All bodily organs and limbs are here. Good, I'm good. All right, we're good. All right, so that's it, folks. That's it, peeps. I hope you got something from this. Where do I live? I live on planet Earth in this place called Canada. Funny thing happened today. I made a post in this Facebook group and I asked, hey, where's the best customer support? Which company has the best customer support that you've ever dealt with? And a bunch of people started posting. And one of the first couple people, they said Chick-fil-A. Like, Chick-fil-A? And then a bunch of people like thumbed it up and stuff. Like, yeah, Chick-fil-A is amazing, blah, blah, for customer support. So I'm like, what? So I called up Chick-fil-A. This was like a couple hours ago. And I had like one of the best conversations of my life. It was amazing. I didn't expect much. I'm like, Chick-fucking-fil-A, I don't eat this shit. Called them up and I was like, hey. And she's like, hey, how can I help you? And I was like, do you have any vegan options? And she's like, oh, let me check. And she checked and we talked for 16 minutes exactly. And we talked about a bunch of stuff and it was great. It was a really nice conversation. She's like, yeah, if you need any other help, like let me know. And yeah, it was amazing. Chick-fil-A, great customer support. So I was thinking, as therapy, if you need to talk to someone, if you're feeling down, man, call up some customer support people from like reputable companies that are known to have kick-ass customer support. Probably only available 9 to 5, but you get 9 to 5 therapy at your disposal. Call someone up, have a conversation, have some questions ready maybe, or just do some improv, be creative, come up with some questions on the spot. And I always start off with like, hey, how's your day going? And then they tell me and they like that and I like that and it's nice. So yeah, Chick-fil-A, great customer support. I like AWeber, great customer support. Apple apparently has great customer support. Amazon apparently has great customer support. But these people were listing a lot of companies I'd never heard of, and I'm excited to go call these companies and ask them just random questions as therapy. I should record the calls too. When they say, hey, this call is being recorded for training purposes, I'll be like, great, so is this one. It's being recorded on my end too. Do I even need to tell them? Like, is it legal for me to just like record the call without them knowing? Because they're recording me, right? So sure, I'm sure it's legal for me to record them. Canada Fruit Fest, excellent customer support. Yeah, it's much better this year for sure, because I'm not doing it. If you try and reach the head of Canada Fruit Fest support, it kind of falls apart. But if you stay in like the middle zone in the entrance zone of Canada Fruit Fest customer support, you're in good hands. But you try and make it up to the executive level, you may not get a response. Well, anyways, everybody, call to action is when I announce the web class happening this Thursday at 6 p.m. PST. Sign on up. I'll see you there. It's going to be fun. We're going to deep dive into how to clear your skin, how to detox, regenerate, how to burn fat, how to gain muscle, and how to have the best looking and healthiest feeling body of your life. All right? All the secrets are going to be unveiled. It's going to be sweet. Super stoked. Haven't done one of these classes ever, but I've been pumped. I've been putting the slides together. It's shaping up to be a good one. Can't wait. This Thursday, 6 p.m. I know you got nothing better going on. You might as well show up. It's going to be live, obviously. And we'll be able to go in and uncover some truths. All right? Hope you got something from this. I know you got something from this. I don't need to hope. I transcend hope, man. I know you got something from this one. Look at that chart, man. Look at that doodle. Look at that doodle. Take a screenshot of that doodle, will you? Take a screenshot of that doodle. All right, this is some key info right here. This is what you gotta understand about caffeine. All right. Okay, well, peace out, class. This was fun. I'm going to re-upload this to YouTube because I think there were some precious gems in here. I'm stoked to re-watch it, re-listen to it myself. Peace! Love y'all. See you at the Canada Fruit Fest. August 9th. This summer. I like my energy too when I'm feeling this good. Hey, the secret, by the way. Before I leave, the secret. One secret. Little known secret. This is a little known secret, all right? I don't like to tell you guys to do stuff, man, but what I can do is I can tell you how I discovered things. And maybe in telling you how I discovered something, you'll get an aha moment, you'll get an epiphany, and something will click for you, okay? So, I used to be really against cold showers. I avoided cold showers like the plague. And I was like, I ain't going there, man. I like the warmth, I like the tropics, I like to be cozy, I like to be comfortable. I'm a warm guy. I'm not into the cold shit. Cold made me angry. I was like, fuck, it's so cold. Like, I would get angry. Weird. Then, I read about the benefits. And I was like, oof, maybe I'll give this a go. So I gave it a go, and I was like, still not for me. It's cool, it's fun, I can see how it's for some people, but it's just not for me. But I'm not totally against it anymore. Okay? Then, I was at my cabin with Glenda a couple months ago, and the lake was freezing. And I remember thinking, like, dude, all those benefits about cold, like the big cold lake here, like, let's go for it. Let's give it another chance, right? So I gave it another chance. I watched like a little Wim Hof movie documentary thing. I was like, wow, I need to give this another go. So I went in, and it was bloody cold, man. My feet were hurting, my legs were hurting, my mister was shrinking. Everything was like contracting. Everything hurt. I got out, and I felt amazing. I was like, whoa, I feel amazing. That was great. Next day, I did it again. Holy shit, that was great. Next day, I did it again. Holy shit, that was great. Became a habit. Now I associate the cold with feeling fucking amazing. So much so that when I have my shower first thing in the morning, which I usually never do, now it's first thing in the morning, I go in there, immediately turn to cold. Like, boom, immediately cold. I'm like a changed man. The cold has changed me, okay? And I faced a lot of resistance. Every time the cold came, I'd face resistance. Like, I don't want to do it, I'll do it later. I don't want to do it, I'll do it later. It would take me a while to build the courage to go and do it. Now, because I had a paradigm shift the other day, and the paradigm shift went along something like this. I asked myself, Ted, do you want to feel better? I said, yes! I asked myself again, Ted, do you want to feel better? I said, yes! I said, Ted, do you want to feel better? I said, yes, I want to feel better. Well, then you know what to do. Get the fuck in the water. I was like, all right, let's go. Because I associated the water with feeling better. So I got in the water, boom, sure enough, feel fucking amazing. So good. So now, first thing in the morning, I wake up, I'm like half asleep, my eyes are still like this. I'm like asking myself, do you want to change the way you feel right now? I never asked myself, do you want to feel better now? Because I just woke up, bro, come on. I said, do you want to change the way you feel? And I started getting interested, started getting curious. I said, yeah, I want to change the way I feel. So I go in the shower, I stand there, I'm like, well, let's change the way I feel. Let's just see what happens when the cold hits me. Let's just see what changes when the cold hits me. Let's see how much I change when the cold hits me. Let's just see. So I turn the cold on. Boom! Shit turns on. Like, boom, 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 boom. It's like ding, 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 ding. Like everything starts turning on. I feel amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I'm just like, this is incredible. I feel so damn good. I feel active. I start giggling like a child. I start dancing. I start making sounds I've never heard myself make before. Like, thank God my roommate's not home. Otherwise, I'd be waking him up going like, in the shower. Like, fuck. I can't help it. It just feels so good. And I'm stoked to go do it after this live chat right now, actually. I'm getting pumped. So that's a little secret. First thing in the morning, you have a cold shower, and right away you start your morning off like this. Yes! Yes! That's how you start your morning. Like just a champion. Everything after that is no problem. And when the cold hits you and you want to turn it off, but you don't, and then the work starts piling up and you don't want to do it, but you do it, it's like the same thing, right? It's like, I don't want to turn the cold, I don't want to turn the cold. Turn it on. Boom! So good. And then you're like, well, what else in my life am I pushing away but actually would really benefit from? And that's a great question to ask yourself. What else in life are you pushing away but you would really benefit from? Johnny Juicer, what's up, man? I was binge watching a lot of your little Noah videos. Those Noah videos are next level, man. You gotta somehow download them all, archive them all, post them on YouTube or send them to me or something. I'll create a YouTube channel just dedicated to those freaking videos. And I want to show my kids when they grow up, man. I'll be like, look at all these videos. We're going to sit, and the only TV we're going to be allowed to watch is Johnny Juicer's and Noah's dog videos. Those are just so clever. Like little episodes of like, you know, they're little episodes. They're TV episodes, man. They're great. I love the ending every time. So cool. All right, well, that's it for now, class. Peace out, much love. Ali's wondering, warm shower, then turn down the heat. Yeah, you can do that too. That's how I started. I used to start off going warm, then going to heat. Do you go in the tub and turn straight to cold? I now go straight to cold, but I used to definitely start with the heat. Definitely used to start with the heat. Okay, I gotta leave, man. I gotta get in that cold shower now. Stoked for it. I'd bring you with me, but that's a little weird because I've been on this Instagram long enough. Be cool though, but I just feel like I need some alone time, you know? I need some alone time. Okay, ciao for now. Much love.